Participants of the G7 ministerial meeting renewed their commitment for the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Seoul's FM called for cooperation with COVID-19 vaccines. The Indian foreign minister participated online due to a coronavirus outbreak among his delegation. Kim Ji-yeon brings the highlights from the sessions.
The top diplomats of the group of 7 countries have expressed their concerns over the human rights violations in North Korea and urged the North to refrain from provocative actions and to return to talks. They have also called for a strengthening of cooperation to respond to the North's cyberattacks, which fund its weapons programs. The ministers also expressed concerns over some countries not enforcing international sanctions placed on the regime. The joint statement issued at the end of the G7 Foreign and Development Ministers meeting in London on Wednesday reads, "We call on North Korea to refrain from provocative actions and to engage in a diplomatic process with the explicit goal of denuclearization. We remain committed to the goal of complete, verifiable, and irreversible abandonment of all of North Korea's unlawful weapons of mass destruction and ballistic missile programs, in accordance with relevant UN Security Council resolution." Notably, the term complete, verifiable, and irreversible abandonment emerged, replacing the initial CVID, in which the last T stands for dismantlement, and interchangeably it also meant denuclearization. The two terms CVIA and CVID mean the same, but CVIA, which was first used in a UN Security Council resolution in 2006, is thought to make North Korea less resistant. The term CVID, first used by the George W. Bush administration, had implied the U.S.'s unwilling attitude towards the issue of denuclearization. Delegations from South Korea, India, Australia, and South Africa attended as guests at the meeting. According to the South Korean Foreign Ministry, Minister Ji-yeon had shared the country's COVID-19 quarantine response measures during the meeting and called for the G7 countries' cooperation for fair, equitable access to vaccines. The ministry also said potential agendas for the upcoming G7 summit in June had been discussed, including a collective response against climate change. Indian Foreign Minister Subrahmanyam Jaishankar participated in the ministers' meeting via video link after some members of his delegation were confirmed to have COVID-19 after arriving at the conference site. The delegation team is currently in quarantine. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.